1212. This is the Alpha FX. I will begin if we hit the number of likes, 250. Are you ready?
is all about experience. It's to feel the adrenaline running through our veins. Like all the things we do that excite us. Whatever world we come from or live in, there are people that are born to succeed. They're called special, to hustle every day for an opportunity of a lifetime. Looking for the challenge to shape our future is something that's in our DNA. A privilege just available for a few. Traders, we see things differently, paying attention to every small detail that would maybe go unnoticed by the common eye. On or by the edge is our playground, with a constant strive for glory, seeking for a new tomorrow. Do you feel special? Take back control of your investments.
One, two, 1, 2.
Hello, Thomas. Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Very good.
Very good.
Triple
very
your
good.
money Thursday? What do you say?
I say yes, please.
Alright. Let me put some nice music on. A new chill stream. Okay. That's done. So, where we left this morning, we've done the analysis for the day. What was the conclusion of today's morning briefing?
Market is still bearish, although retracement expected and very likely, and a little bit of uncertainty, to be honest.
Just a little bit of uncertainty?
Well, if you are referring to UK, there's a lot of uncertainty. Referring to the US, still pretty much the same.
Yes, yes, yes. So
That's
UK,
what I took from this morning.
there is a lot of uncertainty around the UK. Obviously, Prime Minister Liz Truss isn't doing too well. I'm not sure if she's gonna get the boot soon. Truss meets key Tory official amid talk of her exit. Oh my god.
Wow.
Well, let's wish the best for Miss Truss. I would like to see more women in, the UK Parliament for longer than a few months, but unfortunately,
Please.
it's it's now measured in weeks. So, because of the uncertainties around the market, in the UK, that's fine, that adds uncertainty in the market. The difference between risk and uncertainty is that we cannot measure uncertainty, we can measure risk. And looking at, the other things that I have on the list that we discussed today, the other thing is the US monetary policy. We know that yesterday there was 2 Fed FOMC officials gave a statement or made a speech. I don't know what was the event, but basically Neil Kashkari, who is a super bull. I showed you the article this morning. This guy, now he is always hawkish, and he said that the Fed might needs to put the policy rate above 4.75%, which would be 50 basis point or 25 basis point above the actual Fed dot plot. Now, the other FOMC official, Bullard, he was a little bit dovish, which stirred up the markets a little bit, because now there's a debate again that how hawkish should the Fed be. So we had 3 extraordinary winning days. We did manage to catch since Monday this nice drop on gold, exactly to the reversal point. I drew this chart this morning. I was expecting some retracement. Now we have 2 potential points where drop, gold could continue to drop, which is currently right now on the daily pivot. Hence I added another sell, but of course it has the potential to come a little bit higher, because this impulse move to the downside has to be corrected. Every impulse move or every sell-off comes with the retracement. It's without a question. So today be careful, because the market, there's a lot of uncertainty. There was some news around Russia as well, firing some missiles. So Thursday, it's becoming, usually it was Thursday, you know, the best day of the week, but recently it's Monday and Tuesday. What do you say about that?
I agree with that, and I don't mind which day is the good day. As long as we got good days and mitigate the bad days, it's all good.
Yeah, but we had 3 fantastic days, so be careful, guys. Today the market is a little bit messy. Again, I'm expecting today a bit of shizzle around the US market open, New York Stock Exchange open. We could have some, you know, upbeat because of the speech from Bullard, or the sentences he said in the interview. I don't know what was it, but we could have some retracement on gold. Now looking at US 30 quickly. US 30 is again still in a downtrend, but it started moving sideways, which is a bit worrying. So we might have that relief rally continuing, which happened or started a couple of weeks ago or 10 days ago. What was it? No, a week ago. So 5 days ago. 7 days ago, 5 business days, we still had the relief rally. This could be a bull flag pattern. To be honest, I'm still on the macro side looking for shorts, but we have the earnings season, guys, which can mess up easily everything on the market. If we have some very good earnings with some very good earnings calls, because there's always a call before and after the earnings, depending on the company, and if the company message is quite positive, that they're expecting, you know, stagnation or just not that big drop in sales, or if they say anything that the investors can chew on, that gives them a hope that the market is going to rebound, then it can cause a bounce in the stock markets as well as gold. Now Bullard yesterday broke the line with the hawkishness of the Fed and started talking you know, quite dovish things. So I know he's talking a bit rubbish, but we have to be careful. And, you know, uncertainties increase. Now the market is split. That's some people expecting the Fed to slow down. So that's beyond my power, but I will be looking for short opportunities. That said, today I'm reducing risk heavily, because, you know, why would I give back the profit that we made since last week? I would be crazy. So still have the gold shorts now. I know the chart looks excessive, but I left some runners because, you know, I like to show off, so as you guys. But, you know, these lots are really, really tiny lots, so I closed most of the position. I mean, 99% is closed down already. The highest lot I have is the bottom 2 standard lot size, but even that, if it hits stop loss, I'm going to lose 700 pounds. So that's, I have enough buffer and cushion to survive that. But for you guys, if you're just looking for entries, today be careful. We're still waiting for some news and confirmations. Now, if I go back to TradingView, we talked about the macroeconomics and the fundamentals. We know that, you know, there's quite mixed in the market. Looking at the economic calendar, let's see, what do we have today? I know we have initial jobless claims and continuing jobless claims, which recently doesn't really move the markets, because, you know, this is a weekly data that comes out every single week. And we discussed as well that what we saw in the jobs market and the labor market is lining up with the Fed beige book, which just came out yesterday. How many of you have read the beige book this morning when I posted into Discord?
I have not, I'll be honest.
Even that small executive summary, I highlighted that the only thing you need to read is this half page. Did anyone read it?
No, but I'll do justice and go read it now. I apologize.
No, you don't have to apologize. You don't have to read it now. You can do it after. But, you know, this beige book won't go away. It will be here after the stream. But it gives a very good overlook about the US economy. And these are the things that the Fed is looking at: labor market, prices, and the overall economic and business activity. Labor market is definitely worsening a little bit. Many firms preparing for, some recession. The higher interest rates, the increased borrowing costs, which we saw since March this year, so the Fed started increasing interest rate, already started to take some tolls. Now, any action that the Fed does takes about, anything between 6 to 18 months to have an effect in the economy. So, of course, 6 months ago we had the first interest rate increase, and now that companies start to feel the pressure on the balance sheet, on the borrowings, inflation is with us almost a year now. So, of course, they felt it much quicker and faster than what the Fed they did with the interest rate increase. So, inflation is still with us. There's no inflation data, but we have the labor market. I don't expect much on the initial jobless claims unless there is a massive surprise. Now that can move the market. And what I'm looking at is, obviously, we have the Philadelphia Manufacturing Index, which US isn't a manufacturing conglomerate or a giant, because that's China and other countries, but it may have some effect on the markets. And other than that, I think the existing home sales, which is going to have a bigger effect on the market today. This is after the New York Stock Exchange open. So that the Stock Exchange open and the existing home sales, I think that is when we're going to see some real market movements. Whether it's going to be an early power hour, I don't know, but I'm expecting movement around 4 o'clock Central European time. And after that, look at this. We have a day packed with central banker speeches: Harker, Jefferson, Cook, Bowman. We have the federal budget balance. We have the 5-year inflation adjusted bonds auction. So it's quite a qualitative event for today. And I'm not really confident to trade these events, because these central bankers can say anything they want. Pretty much they have to say things in line with the boss, Jay Powell, because that he is their boss. So I don't think they would step too much outside of the line, but like Bullard yesterday came up with some little bit dovish comments. Anything is possible, guys. So today, be careful, because the market can easily take back the money that we made this week. Okay, so moving back to the charts, looking at the technicals on Dow Jones, we already started to see that the price action is, we did the macroeconomic analysis with the fundamentals, and only then look at the charts. We can see that the market is respecting so far the trend line, the pivot, the lower high. So I entered into a short on US 30 when I sent out the position. Anyone else entered into the short?
Yeah, myself.
Very good.
Yeah, did it.
Very good.
Starting gold.
Thomas, I have a question. Like, fundamentally, we are looking that US 30 should go down, and we are also in NSL. But technically, don't you think it's looking like a bullish flag?
Yes, and that's why I highlighted at the beginning, or when I started talking, I did mention that we still have the relief rally, which was caused by the buybacks, whether it's share buyback or profit taking from the sells earlier. Because if you look the big picture, I mean, everyone is selling US stocks because of the fundamentals I'm talking about for weeks and months now. I'm pretty much in 2022. So everyone who started, shorting at higher prices on Dow Jones. Now, because it's a centralized market and naked short is illegal, therefore all the short sellers have to borrow the stock when they start selling. And when they take profit, they have to buy back at the lower price, which usually creates an artificial pop, an artificial bounce, that get bounce in the stock market. Now, we identified nicely that this was a artificial profit taking. Price came back to this level, but surprise, surprise, then the market bounced back aggressively. So that could be some technical traders or some hope traders, both again at this price level. But now that we see higher highs and we started to form a market structure which looks like a little bit bullish on the technicals, we could continue higher. And yes, this is the bull flag that Manjit just mentioned. Whether we're going to see a retracement lower or going higher, that's for the future to confirm, but it does look like a bull flag pattern. I hope I answered the question, Manjeet. Awkward silence.
Yeah, gold has been moving sideways. I think it's waiting for 15 minutes, and I think it's going to go up to about maybe 1639, 40, and then back down. I hope. It's my speculation. Because that would tap into the previous break of market structure all the way on the left.
Yeah.
Hello, Thomas. Hello, everyone. How you doing?
Hello.
Guys?
Oh, welcome back, Ali. We missed you all week.
Yeah, I jumped to Lebanon, and I'll be in Lebanon for the end of the week.
Oh.
Really? I'm also traveling tonight.
Oh, really? Maybe we can meet.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. Yeah, the internet doesn't help a lot actually sometimes. So I'm a listener more than a contributor.
That's fine. You're always welcome.
Thank you.
We could have the first day of the week where market is actually shaking off the sellers and recovering some of the losses. JRD is asking, where is the document on Discord to read? I guess you're talking about the Das Beige book. Now it's I shared it for private members, but I'm sharing the link into the YouTube chat because this is a public document, so anyone can read it. Read it after the stream. Now focus on the market. So I made my analysis, guys. Today I'm not too confident on the market. We had 3 beautiful, amazing days with, packed with pips. I mean, who made money this week? Who doubled the count this week?
Double, but we made good money.
Yeah, doubled? No. The profit? Yes.
Good, good, good.
I'm not into it to double. That's dodgy.
Yesterday's US30 sell was wow, crazy.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Yeah, but now price, came back. So if it wanted to drop lower, it would have dropped already, and it just keeps kind of massaging the daily pivot. So it's returning to the mean of the week, which what was the first? The 20th, so it was the 16th. Yeah, the week started around here, maybe, and it keeps, floating around the median price level of the week.
Did you see the earnings results I posted yesterday?
No, when was it? I saw the earnings, but I haven't seen your post.
Yeah, I posted it on group chat and macroeconomist. I'm not sure if the market translated that as a positive sign for the indices, for the stock market, and that's why we saw this buy today.
Yeah, stock market is always a little bit weird sometimes. It doesn't move according to the real economy. When the economy is in recession, stocks are usually performing well, but when the economy is doing well, but there's some news about recession, and the stock market is usually going down.
Well, the results were like some companies did really end up with good earnings. And some companies like Tesla, for example, which is one of the biggest, the market share, they underperformed.
So it was
It
kind of
wasn't-
mixed, wasn't it?
Exactly, kind of mixed. So doesn't give
Yeah.
any signal.
I think even the financials were mixed because of the higher interest rate environment. But what was exciting is the earnings calls. And Liz Truss will make a statement at 1:30 p.m. London time. So in 10 minutes, just got the message from Bloomberg. Mr. Bloomberg himself. So definitely, if you're in GBP positions, consider reducing the risk. And even that, I'm gonna start locking down positions because that I'm pretty sure she's going to announce her resignation on the market or as a prime minister. I mean, that would be the wise thing to do, and I would give the place to Jeremy Hunt. I mean, can you guys name any other prime minister in the UK or potential prime minister who could do the job?
Boris Johnson. Not kidding.
Good answer.
I'm not kidding, guys. We might
Yeah,
see.
he's capable.
We might see Boris Johnson again soon, and because the rest of the candidates, they are retarded, literally retarded.
The same as in Hungary, but unfortunately it's not just the candidates, that everyone else is retarded in Hungarian parliament. So what do I do? I'm down £200 on my last position on gold, and Liz Truss is about to make a statement in 9 minutes, as well as we have the initial jobless claims. So
If she resigns, do you predict that's good for the pound, or it's hard to say, isn't it?
yeah, I mean, both sides are valid.
Because
I don't trade pounds, so I'm
Anyway,
fine.
looking at the Dow Jones is pushing a little bit higher, so it doesn't look like it's going to be an easy day today. So on that one, let's have a look at my positions. US 30. Yeah, I'm gonna close down the lower US 30 positions, because now that's a minus £1,000, so that is a bit ridiculous. So that is closed. The above one is one standard lot. There's still a little bit of profit. I'm going to widen the stop loss because I can afford it. I don't have a loser running. So that is done on Nasdaq 100. That's fine. Let's have a look on the profit.
Hello, bitches.
Hola.
Hola, hola.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave Nas, but fuck it. I don't feel
Don't
stocks
leave.
today.
Hey everybody.
Gold. I'm gonna leave gold. Let's see what's happening. But definitely, I'm going to scrap the sells on stocks, and we're going to wait for the New York Stock Exchange Open to see what's going to happen, because the market is pushing up. So I don't want to give anyone a false hope that it's going to be an easy day. But we have been prepared for a hard day today, haven't we?
Always ready.
It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. So let's just watch the market and enjoy this week's profits.
Curious, is anybody in any Euro USD positions? Since we got some.
I'm waiting the news. I'm waiting the news.
I think the pound might drive the euro also. We are another.
So just to quickly, the only position I left open, I left running that I opened recently is only on gold. Obviously, I have the higher positions, but that doesn't really count because those are runners. So, oh no, actually I have one on US 30 as well. That's one standard lot. Okay, let's leave that one. On Nasdaq it's very close. Let's have a look. No, I'm gonna close down Nas as well. Yeah, Nasdaq is closed. US 30. Go back to the drawing board on TradingView.
So the pound, interesting move. The pound broke the gap, the pound dollar, and moved up immediately. That's an interesting move.
On gold one, yes, I'm gonna leave gold because that is on the pivot. We have two potential sells. The first one is right now. I moved the stop loss around 1641, but you know, price could easily come higher. Today is not an easy day. And moving on to GBP USD. Now GBP USD today I had a stop loss hit, so that wasn't very nice after, you know, this nice drop. That was a stop loss. And what do you say, Ali? Is it gonna go up or down? With take profit and stop loss, please.
I have no forecast. I'm out.
Okay. Anyone else in GBP USD? It's quite a suicide trade to do anything before Lizzie comes on stage and announces what she has to announce.
I was stopped on Geo today, so no thank you.
In those cases, I only scalp.
Yeah, I'm waiting for price to come back to the pivot. When it does, actually, you know what? I think a sell stop would be nice on GBP USD. And you know what? No, I'm gonna risk a sell on GBP USD. 2 lots. Let's see if it comes back into the channel. So that's the position I placed now on GBP USD, but this is a high risk trade, so you know, approach with caution. And we have 3 minutes until the stock exchange is opening, and also Lizzie coming onto the stage, Miss Truss, the latest Prime Minister of the UK. So to show you the position I took on GBP USD, this is how it looks like. This is a very high risk, so approach with caution. Other than that, I don't have any other trades close to open. Only gold, which is a sell, but I have so much buffer built up on gold with the runners. I'm not looking to risk it. What do you think, guys? What are you expecting on the market today?
I'm expecting gold to go up. If you look at the 4 hours chart, you can see a big bullish candle
Yeah.
at the bottom.
Yeah.
And it's not stopping.
I agree. I think the numbers will be worse than I thought.
1647 could be a nice reversal.
Yeah.
This 4-hour candle is just way too bullish.
Yeah.
Alright, let's just wait and observe the market, and then we will make a decision. But for now, it's just observing.
1 minute to the
20 seconds, Mr. Marwan. So, if you got the data, shout it out, because I don't want to switch between screens.
Sure.
But we have 15 seconds. And we
I
have
the same trade as you, Thomas.
on.
On gold.
Very nice. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding ding.
Boom. Nothing happens. Oh, yeah.
No, gold started dropping. Gold started dropping. GBP USD is pumping. Let's get back to trading view where I can see both.
What's the number?
The number is
2 green, 1 red.
initial jobless claims is actually lower than the survey and lower than the previous one, so less people claiming first time unemployment benefit. The continuing jobless claims, on the other hand, is greatest. So more people.
Not that much.
Not that much. It's still higher.
Yeah.
So.
But not shocking.
No, the market is going to wait for the New York Stock Exchange open, and also Lizzie Miss Truss is about to give a speech. So let's just wait.
Oh, it's pumping.
Which one?
Gold.
No, it's going up. Oh, GU. Wow, that is definitely pumping.
Yeah, but the gold is pumping up now also.
Mm-hmm.
I closed my trade.
Well, mine was closed out by the market.
It touched the previous weekly low.
It's quite muted reactions so far. Only on stocks and GU, but GU is obviously because of mistrust. And the UK Prime Minister has resigned.
Oh yeah, I was about to say.
Oh wow. That's fast.
Right, I think we're back to the gold short. So, gold, let's see. If it wanted to pump up, it would have pumped up already.
Pump up, jam, pump it up, pump it up.
Okay, back to gold short, entering now. And on US stocks, I will wait. On GBP USD, let's have a look on GU. Even US stocks, you cheeky bugger. What's happening? No, not too confident in stocks today. Let's have a look on GU.
Is it official that this Truss resigned? Officially announced.
Let's have a look. Yep, stepping down as Prime Minister. Just arrived from Bloomberg.
That
So
was a short, right?
Sorry, Lizzie.
You want to play with the big boys.
It seems to be more positive for the market, but that's not very surprising because he's such a disaster.
Which politician isn't a disaster, Mr. Well, Alan?
Well, they can all be disasters, of course, but she is particularly incompetent.
True. She outperformed everyone with her worst, with the worst performance ever. The amount of money lost
within 1 hour.
Yeah, that was a catastrophe.
But seems like the pond likes that she's going off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Will do.
I'm out of the GU position. I got closed out, so I'm gonna delete this one. If it comes back to the channel, then yeah, it's good to short, but until it stays above, well, it's still valid.
We have good rejection on US 30.
On
in 20 minutes.
Oh, whoa, whoa, okay. Now it's time to look for shorts in US 30. There was a beautiful rejection, came back to the selling zone under the trend line, which, you know, I don't consider myself a technical trader, but, you know, we have to look at technicalities. So, US 30 is selling off nicely. The gold short, which we entered, is just massaging the daily pivot. What about Nasdaq? It's the same as US 30 in it. Just different composite, of course, in the market. Entered into shorter Nasdaq as well. I don't think there was a too long speech. Like, thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Opportunity.
Bye-bye. What was it? Bye-bye.
Drinks at the Westminster pub later. Leaving drinks. Paid by the
fired.
taxpayers.
I have no money. You pay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure a few people would be happy to pay a drink to these fuckers to leave Westminster.
Yes. Starmer's already put some money behind the counter.
Open the tab. Alright, gold sell, US 30 sell, Nasdaq sell. Ladies and gentlemen, what the fish is happening? Look at that, we are already in profit after the, thinking about what positions to open. And US 30, Nasdaq is running in profit. Guess who's back?
Thomas, I just want to thank you. I doubled my money.
Did you double? Only double. It's triple Thursday, brother.
On gold.
Only one trade.
Only one.
Damn.
Oh man, inshallah. Well done. I recently got some really nice comments in the group chat. Like, I think it was Manjit. He wrote a monologue. Yeah, Manjit was one. And also thanked you guys, like Milad, Raul, Batis, Raim, Sherpa. Sharing their technical knowledge helped a lot, and from struggling to find proper entries and losses, now I think I have grown very much as a trader in very little time. I just wanted to take some time to thank everyone for their work and efforts that makes this community the best. Amen to that,
That's
brother.
For sure. That's for sure.
It's crazy because I haven't been able, for the past 3 weeks, I haven't been able to go into the morning meetings and afternoon because I'm doing my master's degree. But once I come in, I double my money. I mean,
you will triple your money.
We are very happy. Well, let me speak for myself. I'm very happy anyways.
If you happy, I'm happy, Andrew. What is your what is your master's degree? Is it financial, economics, or?
I'm doing asset management and wealth management.
Oh, very nice. That's good. Are you gonna do any
CFA afterwards?
Have you done CFA before or tried?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I still have my books on the shelf, but I only passed level 2, but I failed level 3 twice, so I gave up.
Yeah,
it's still on the list.
No, Thomas, you're not a quitter.
I will,
Get up, and do it again.
I will.
It's very hard now that you've got a baby on the way, isn't it?
Yeah, and building a house and managing 3 businesses, it's challenging. Let's put it this way.
I remember this colleague of mine, he was doing level 3, and whilst he was working, every time he had a break, he would go into the office, like a little room. No, just to study. And it was so hard because I could see he was struggling so much. But, you know,
with level 1, I can help you. And have you heard about the 300-hour rule?
No.
It apparently takes 300 hours for CFA level 1 and 2 to pass. That's 300 hours studying. That's the minimum you have to do, 300 hours. That's a good planner, and it's a rule of thumb that if you studied 300 hours, you should be able to pass. I mean, the problem with CFA is that it doesn't matter how well you perform, because your performance will be measured against the top 10%, and they will set the standards for the given exam in that given year.
7.5 weeks without sleep and you're finished. No problem, guys.
Easy life, innit?
Easy life. I did it also with a young family, Thomas, so it's possible.
Yeah, it is possible. I've got all the support I need from my wife, so
that's good.
Oh, for sure.
You know, I have a saying regarding this. The client is always pushing to expedite on the schedule of construction or engineering or whatever, and then we have a saying: you cannot, if you have a woman pregnant, you cannot get 9 women and get them deliver a baby in 1 month. You know, so it should take some time. You know.
I'm not planning to
At
get
least
another
9
woman
months.
pregnant. Yeah.
Sorry?
I'm not planning to
at
get
least
another
9
woman.
One is more than enough.
Yeah.
More than enough.
Tell me.
Sorry, girls.
Anyway, in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, or ladies, mostly, it's gold is dropping nicely. Who's with me on the gold sell?
I am with you, my brother.
Brother.
Yes.
How do you say brother in Arabic?
We will die together.
Hi. Akhi.
Huh?
I'm with
Huh?
you.
One at a time and slowly.
Akhi. Akhi.
Akhi.
Yeah.
Alpha Akhi. Double your money, Akhi.
Yeah.
Someone in the group today was asking about why is MetaTrader not in the Apple Store. And for you, my friend, I have a phone for sale. Just for you, and a tablet. It's a very good price, bit expensive, but message me.
And the MT4 is already installed, right?
Completely.
Yeah, nice.
Completely. Everything.
Yeah, very good deal.
I buy it with the account, not with MT4 only.
You'll get the anti account.
No.
Yeah, of course. It's a package deal.
With all the $5 on it.
Yeah.
No.
Come on, guys, on YouTube. There's on 623 people watching, but only 195 of you hit the like button. And we traded live gold. It's running in a nice profit, and US 30, and soon to be GBP USD dropping, and only 200 likes. That's only 1/3. Ah.
I'd just say you end the stream on YouTube. That's it.
Should I? I do it.
I mean, give them 5 minutes. If the likes don't go up, that's it, guys. Sorry.
It's a bit harsh, isn't it, Andrew?
No more free pips.
Should I do that? What do you think? It's Andrew is really tough.
Force market.
He's the bad cop.
Are you a teacher, Andrew, or something? Right.
Nice.
This morning, when I started the stream, so many people were asking, like, am I crazy to sell gold? FX Momentum, Stefan Chris, a few others. Well, we'll see. So GBP USD, alright, now it's time to sell GBP USD, because now it puts back into that territory. So I'm going to only place a small 2 lots. entered into GU sell. Nasdaq, US 30, gold, everything is bleeding, guys, today. I think we are gonna eat tonight again.
GBP is running well.
Don Kanawati, are you in a GBP sell?
Yes.
Very good, my friend.
I'm in gold sell, Euro USD sell, GBP sell, use Swiss franc buy. I closed break even last night.
Thomas, GBP USD sell. Where should the stop loss be, please?
Wherever you feel comfortable. My stop loss is at 1.13131. That's a good stop loss. 13.13.1. So Stefan Christie says that, you know, now he feels like a noob because he said that gold is going to fly. Well, don't feel a noob. I mean, everyone has stop losses. I had 2 or 3 stop losses today. No, actually just 2. You know, it's not many, but I'm not going to pick on names, name and shame that, you know, oh, you said your gold gonna fly and look at that. No, it's not. This platform is not that. Make your analysis and stick to it. Doesn't matter whether it's going against the trend, and if people are going to say you're crazy, don't listen to them. Just stick to your analysis. Even the losses are going to pay you a good experience and a learning curve. That's the only thing matters.
They said that Einstein was crazy, Van Gogh was crazy.
They were crazy, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
But they were smart. Crazy.
But they were smart also.
Yeah.
Crazy is good, man. Crazy is different.
Yes.
If you can capitalize on that one, or if you're crazy enough to focus on one thing and master it. But there are many crazy people who think they know about everything and they cannot master one thing. It's Bruce Lee said. Yeah, Bruce Lee said, "Don't fear the man who knows 1,000 moves. Fear the man who knows only one punch and practice 1,000 times," or something like that.
That one we keep in the group. That's a good one.
This is when I drop the mic.
Sorry, there's an interesting comment in the Zoom chat at the moment about getting MT5 on a new phone. A little workaround.
Yeah, but if you if it's in your Apple Store, you can re-download it. But if you never downloaded it, you cannot install it.
Ah, right. I already had it, so I never had this issue. So I'm just maybe trying to help someone else.
You can log in your Apple ID on his phone, download it for him, and then exit.
True.
Oh, wow. I like that idea. It's very nice. Very nice.
But each time you need to update it, you need to put your password again. That's it.
Yeah, you could maybe just make a temporary one, then give it to him, and then get it back and change it back to what it was.
Yeah, and each time you need to make an update, he need to call you.
Like a broker, yeah.
All right.
You can charge him £5 per update spread. Since yesterday I had no words, I would like to thank you again for the membership.
What membership?
The one you offered me last night. Unless you take it back,
I don't recall offering any membership.
That OnlyFans membership, Thomas, what you're
I'm just kidding.
About
You're
all the
welcome.
Time.
No, I'm kidding. I remember that. Of course, you're welcome. Yeah, I think you're a good addition to the team.
Yep, I agree.
At the same time, I would like to introduce my friend from another group who joined yesterday. He's named Clement12. He's a beginner. He joined from another group I'm in. I introduced this channel to him, and then he jumped in.
Clayman. What's his
Clayman
name?
12. KLE men 12.
Oh, Kellerman or Clayman. Yeah.
Yeah.
He joined
just
yesterday.
joined us last night. Yeah.
Very good. Did you like the morning briefing?
Well, he's a little bit slow, but he's learning, and he's a nice guy. And he's
Anyone
excited,
is welcome.
so
Anyone is welcome.
Yeah. Thomas survived me also, so...
Oh, Rahul.
Oh, nee. Raoul, niet Rahul.
Raoul.
Be careful, Thomas.
Si, senor. Oh, not again a slow day. It's an hour and 10 minutes until we have the existing home sales. And we have 40 minutes until 39 minutes until NYSE open.
this thing.
Zander Bunawant
has no effect right now.
Zander Bunawant is asking whether it's too late to short US 30. What do you say, guys? No, UK Chancellor Jeremy Hunt rules himself out of vote to replace Liz Truss. Anyway, so going back, is it too late to enter short in US 30? It's not too late. You see prices still massaging the daily pivot, waiting for the New York stock exchange open. It's up to you guys, your decision. I mean, today is not an easy day. Markets are not looking good. Anyway, I'm gonna get some water. No dirty jokes while I'm away. That's for you, Raoul.
Okay, then I get some to drink also. Then I'm not tempted. Ellen, you the honor.
No, I don't know any dirty jokes at all.
Oh.
It's like he asked you to do it, right?
Yeah, but I just don't know the sort of dirty jokes that Raoul comes out with.
I'm so
Speaking of
tempted,
chihuahuas.
guys. I'm so tempted now.
Yeah, you got to have that,
I've always a good dirty joke, my friends.
Yeah, we know you have. We know you have box in stock.
Loads of them.
Raoul could be a part-time comedian.
Yeah.
FX doesn't work.
Yes, I agree.
Agree what?
back. Thomas is gone all the way, right? He left the meeting.
He left. He's only coming back once there is 1,000 likes on YouTube.
Oh.
So, Raul, any plans for the weekend?
That will be a little bit of renovating the house.
Very nice.
I bought a holiday house on a lake with my FOREX money.
Okay. And are you doing it all yourself, or have you got people helping you?
No, I do it myself, bit by bit. The house is okay. But
so you're just doing little bits here and there.
yeah. I'm painting the outside
Hey.
now.
You save yourself a lot of money by doing that.
Yeah.
And I'm back.
Thomas is
So
back.
everything is as I left, in profit.
Apart from the very dirty jokes from Raul.
I didn't anything. I
That's what
didn't
you're saying
say
now.
anything. I have dirty joke, but I was attempted, but I did it, Thomas.
Well done, Raul.
Yeah,
Outperformed
discipline.
yourself.
The same discipline as in trading.
Oh, God.
Can I tell it now?
Let's have a quick look. Oh, we have 131 people in the Zoom. Welcome, Donny. Welcome, Octavianus. Who's new? Ooh, Zoom user is going to be removed. I need names when you join the Zoom. I don't want to see iPhone and Zoom user. Larish Timothy Kugali. I'm not sure. Who are you?
Yeah.
Okay, now he's in waiting room. Alright, GBP USD is now pushing down, running in 3 pips of whopping profit. Gold is in beautiful profit, US Nasdaq as well, US 30. Easy life.
London is so depressing. It's raining. This is. I need to leave. Can I join you, Thomas? Hungry.
Yeah, it's nice and sunny here. And look at gold. It's pushing down beautifully, and I have 2,000 pips cumulative profit on gold.
Jeez.
I mean, let me show you the chart. It's just insane. I think I never done this excessive before. But I had to. I left a few runners because I knew that gold market is going to drop as soon as interest rates started to increase and the real yields turned into positive. There was no question that gold is going to fall. So, have you ever seen a nice chart like this?
Yes, once more in the chat. Someone else had even.
Yeah, but that was like in a 5-minute time frame. It started adding like a million
and
shorts.
There was 0.01
No stop.
as well.
Yes.
They were tiny. Yeah, that was mad. I laughed pretty hard at that.
I'm sure it was like an EA or something. It's insane if anyone adds that many positions on 0.01 lots. And look at US 30, ladies and gentlemen. It's pushing down. And someone just said that NAS is going to fly. Abhijit Valve. Well,
Wow.
market will confirm that. And we have a new hourly candle and 30 minutes until the New York Stock Exchange open.
Thomas, how do you have motivation for like for example, you've accumulated all these pips, right? A lot of people consider, okay, I won't trade for the rest of the month. How do you motivate yourself to come in every morning and give us
thinking about starvation and having a house to be built and bills, and that's enough motivation, my brother. When you finish university and go out in the adult life, you will understand.
A wife and a child, there's a lot of motivation.
Oh, mate. And the other thing is, once you reach an age, when I was young, I couldn't afford the things I wanted to. I wanted a nice car, nice motorbike, nice clothes, expensive restaurants, beautiful women. But I couldn't.
What? We cannot hear you, Thomas.
No, that's fine.
Say what?
How many women do you have right now?
I couldn't afford, but I reached 35 this year, and in the past few years, trading is good. I opened doing 2 other businesses, so when money comes in, you can afford to have these things, but those things require money, and that is enough motivation for me. And obviously, when you have plans to make a family and have a nice house, your needs become bigger and bigger every single year. And so it's fine. Your dreams should be big. You should always aim for higher. I remember when I walked into Morgan Stanley on my internship, and that's for you, Andrew. I was interned by the head of equity research, Jeff Rudall, Morgan Stanley London, and we went on the first day to the trading floor. I was a uni student. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know how a bank operates, what is trading. I didn't know anything, what's a hedge fund. And he asked me after 2 or 3 sessions, okay, so what would you like to be? I was like, I want to be a trader. And he said, you're never going to be a trader. I was like, fuck off. And guess what? 2 years later, I got, a few years later, after that internship, I got a job straight away on a startup trading firm as a sales and trading associate. And then I worked for Thomson Reuters. That wasn't trading, but that was trading related. And then I worked for a hedge fund and a bank, capital markets. So anything is possible. You just need to dream and aim high.
Amen.
Work hard for it.
No, it's very, very true. I mean, I admire the work that you put in every morning. Well, everyone that's here, every single day, because...
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate it highly.
But it's like second nature now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's
Thank
true.
you. It's like second nature. I mean, the reason why I do the morning exercise is when I ask you guys questions. What do you think about the monetary policy? What changed? What was in the beige book? These things I try to motivate people to, do on your own. It's not hard. Yeah, but reading articles and be updated with finance and monetary and fiscal policy, that's can be daunting, but I enjoy it. I love it. And once you find that very thing which you love, you need to figure out how to make money out of that, or find the people who will pay for it. And then you never have to work a day in your life, because you're going to do what you love, and that's not work. That's passion.
No, for sure.
I should be a motivational speaker.
No, but it's very, very true what you're saying. It's a lot of people, I think, they lack motivation. And one thing since I've joined here that I've always admired from a lot of people is the sheer motivation and determination to come here every morning, 8 a.m., 1 p.m. and learn. And you're giving us free education at the end of the day.
Yeah. I get up every day between 5 and 6 a.m. I do my analysis, I do my work, post the articles I found interesting to you guys. I do my analysis, sometimes even more when I do the memos on high impact events such as NFP and CPI. And then, do the morning briefing, talk about the latest developments in the financial markets, and then just trade. And I love it.
Thank you, Thomas.
You're very welcome, my friend.
You can double your money with the Alpha FX.
It's triple Thursday, brother.
Yes, triple.
Mother from another mother.
Jack Thomas says that Tomasz Euro USD forming a pennant on higher time frames. Unfortunately, I have gold, Nasdaq, US30 and GBP USD on my plate, so I'm not looking to add anything else. That's more than enough for me. If you think it's a pennant and if you see opportunity, then do it. But going back to the drawing board, we have 25 minutes until New York Stock Exchange open, and I want to ask you guys, what do you think about the current market movements? Because gold didn't drop as much as I was expecting. Nasdaq and US30 is now climbing back up. Everything is below the daily pivot, but it's quite tepid. Are we going to have a reversal?
I don't think so.
Emmanuel Mababazi says, double your money, double risk. Well, we're only joking with the double the money, brother, so don't take it too seriously. But if you want to double your money, join the Alpha FX. I triple your money today. Or lose everything.
Put your house as collateral and you will have it.
You're a freaky way. That would be excessive if anyone gambles. Awaken is asking, Sir Thomas, I've never been called a sir. Do you think we will retest 1637, 1638? It looks like we may. Yeah. We may go even higher. Who knows? Maybe Raul has his crystal ball.
No.
LD Entertainment is asking, what is your overall rate percentage of profit? Overall rate percentage of profit? I think it's asking about profitability. I don't know. What do you think, guys? What is my win rate?
99.9%.
Nah, that's not true.
99.9%.
I would put it like 60. That's reasonable.
Yeah, but if your risk management is okay, you still can be
It's about
really, really profitable.
I mean, at the end of the year, if you calculate, if you're in profit,
You did something good.
exactly. So you could say 100%.
That's true.
And let's say your starting capital.
But now you're going really deep. It's too much for me. Sorry.
No, I mean, all you have to do really is we get monthly reports, right? At the end of the month, you calculate, this is my starting, this is how much I made at the end of the month. You calculate the percentage, then times it by 12.
Pizza these nuts says 69%. I like that.
No, we have inflation to 79 now.
Oh, why is Golden Naz is reversing now? Come on. Make sure you lock in some profits, guys.
I heard Thomas
I
say
didn't
you're
enter.
gonna buy a private jet for all of us. Dubai. Did someone say?
Vizer economy class. How about that? Why not?
Do you think we'll be in a recession for quite some time?
We are in a recession.
Yeah,
but this winter in Europe, it's going to be really tough. So, I mean, some of the schools in my area, they're struggling to keep up with the heating, and they're going to introduce again the online learning for students. And in the meantime, I'm closing then half of every open position today, just to be safe and lock in some profit. And going back to my initial thought, yes, schools, some of the libraries are open once a week because they can't afford heating. That's bad, the situation is.
In England, they said they're thinking about doing blackouts between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. or 6 a.m.
I don't believe that.
I think
Scare you to be careful with your energy.
Imagine that resetting or restarting the whole system would consume the same amount of power as running it on a stable consistency. But I'm not an electrician, but I think that restarting a whole system consumes a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Hi Thomas, can you hear me?
Hello Javed, loud and clear.
Yeah, right. So I just found a place where the connection is really good, right? So I thought I'll have a few questions. If I'll start FTM or like a 200k account and just follow you, what is the lot size should I open, and how many days take to pass the FTMO, please?
Javed, my good friend, quick question. When did you join?
I joined 2 days ago.
2 days ago. Did you have a adventurous look around on the website?Maybe on the learning portal?
I didn't have a chance to go there because
you didn't have a chance.
Just come back to work because as I told you,
you're a taxi driver.
Cab driver, yeah.
How about I say
let me finish that. I am working about 170 miles away from my home, and I'm working about 13 to 14 hours a day. So that's why I say to, when I come back after 2 weeks, that I started the challenge and my live trading as well.
Yeah. I would recommend first of all to do the My Forex fund because it's cheaper and easier to pass. The second thing is you're in the right place. Are you watching the screen right now?
Yes, I am.
You go to the website, go to learning portal, you scroll down all the way to the bottom, and I want you to read out what you see on the screen.
Okay, how to pass the FTMO challenge, okay.
Introduction to Trading Psychology and Risk Management.
Yep. Okay.
There you go. The first video to start with, brother.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. And with the, I'll have actually saved it to 2K account at the moment, the live account, right? So what is the lot size should I use on your, I know it's going back to money management and everything, right? All I need to make between 150 and 200 a day. Is it possible to
on a
make
£2,000 account?
Yeah.
That's how much is 5% a day. So good thing is you go back to the website I showed you before, and you go to the next video, which is going to be risk management, how to calculate the position and lot sizes. All right, brother?
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
All sorted then. Put some work in. Put some work in.
Yeah, I will, because around here I don't have enough time to read or watch the videos, right? As soon as I go back home.
Yeah, but how do you expect to sorry to interrupt, but how do you expect to master a trade which you have no time to study? I mean, if you want to be a chef, and I finish this thought in a second, if you want to be a chef, you have to go to culinary school and work your ass off from being a dishwasher all the way to a sous chef and a head chef. If you want to be a lawyer, you have to go to university. Do you know how much I had to study economics and finance? 3 years at university, 1 year masters, and I go to do internship for £10 a day. That barely covered my travel and my food, including breakfast, lunch and coffee, and the beer after I have to pay on my own. So I went for internship for 3 months, £10 a day, and then I had to work years and years and years, and I had to go to shitty job interviews into the industry to break in because it was absolutely impossible. So it took me years. So how do you expect to make how do you expect to be profitable if you're not willing to, if you don't have the time to study?
No. That is the same story of mine. I was a millionaire. I was a jeweler. I run my own jewelry business like 15 years. I lost my business back in 2010. Right, since I am struggling, I put myself in trading last 3 years. what I'll do, I'll send you my trial, with the FTMO result, right? So I will post you today, and you can see that I put a lot of effort and a lot of, the knowledge and everything. Why I'm working, because I try to save some money and go back to full-time trader, right? So that's why I work like 13, 14 hours a day. And I am 170 miles away from my home to work really hard and go back home. When I go back home, I put 3 or 4 days for my trading, right? Because I afford to take those 3 or 4 days. And if I am working in my own town, I am unable to save any money whatsoever. And I don't even think about the trading. So that's why I'm putting so much effort and time to go back where I was belonging to.
Yeah, everyone has a story. You know,
but
we all
you
different. We all
have to
struggling.
work without everything in work is
And
working hard, but also experience. You have to learn how the charts
Yeah.
move, and you only learn it by watching the charts. No one can teach you that.
If I ask any other person, I agree with Troll. If I ask any other person in the Zoom to tell the story, I guarantee that my story, your story, it's not unique. Everyone has daily struggles. When I went to uni, I had 3 jobs just to pay for my uni because I was an immigrant in the UK. But anyway, everyone has a shit story. But you need to put the work in, and don't expect to flip that £2,000 account or 2k account and make consistently £150 a day without learning the trade first. So that's I asked you a question that have you had a look on the videos on the website? You said no. You have to start somewhere. So
I will start it, because the last time when I was at home, right, I'm going to send you my live account trade history, which with the 1k account I make 10%, which is 100 quid. I am only scalping. I sent you on your, the private Telegram thing. When find the other one, my trial one. If I can find that screenshot, and I will send you that.
Hey,
as
Thomas.
well.
Thomas, sorry to interrupt. How do you use Koifin to help you with your fundamental analysis? I saw you had it up on your webinar video, and I was just curious on how you use it, because I pulled it up and I'm still not too familiar with it, and I'm just trying to look at it and see how I can leverage it.
Yes, I'll show you in a second.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yes. So going back to Koifin, yes, I did use Koifin. I was quite happy when I found it, because I used Bloomberg when I was a fixed income trader, and Koifin is actually a free version, a copy of Bloomberg. Of course, has less functionalities, but you can access it for free. It's not always live data, but if you want to analyze the market, I think it's a brilliant thing, because it's compact and it has everything built in, the things that you need to look at. For example, it has many MSCI indices and many other things, and you just need to discover it to understand what's what. For example, if you go to not my dashboard, it's market dashboards, you have the US sectors, countries, the yields. I always look at the currencies to look at for strengths. World economics is basically fundamentals. I don't really use the commodities. Corporate credit. Now this is interesting, because I was a fixed income trader and I looked at the I wanted to say the corporate credit market. It's the debt market. So to look at how much pressure and what is the the spread between the different investments. And if you look at that, for example, the junk grade bonds, which offering higher yields but of course higher risk, and if the spread is increasing, that means there's more pressure coming on the economy, and more defaults are going to be expected, and that is the first and the best leading indicator to to forecast any recession or any economic hardships that a country is facing. And then, you know, the yields are always the best forecasters for gold and for other things as well. You just need to go in and discover and understand what part is what and how does it work. It's free. You can upgrade it for Pro. It has some other financial data, but I don't need to use it because for spot trading is not that important. Even Bloomberg, it seems excessive, and I found excessive for spot trading because it doesn't have that much added value for me.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was like worth getting the Pro or anything like that. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Do the free version first, and then you know what? I tried to reach out to Koifin to see if they want to do an affiliate something, or if they want promotions, because I can I do recommend them on the YouTube, but if they recommend them, let's make some money out of them. Why not? Because we have to make money every way we can. So try to make them a deal to get some free membership, and if I get one, I will pass one to you.
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks.
Thomas, every
Yeah.
time you talk about spread, what does it mean?
The spread. So, for
yeah.
example,
No.
go on.
Thomas
Raoul.
is going to be Thomas is going to be upset with that one.
And what? Say it again.
I always want to ask your girlfriend.
Thomas, Thomas, let me mute myself.
Oh my God, Raoul. My God.
Raoul is Raoul.
So a spread is like Nutella. That's one of my favorite spreads.
I have another favorite one.
Thomas, how are you?
But the spread is basically the difference between two prices. So, for example, if we measure the yield curve, for example, the difference between the 2-year and the 10-year, let's have a look. So the difference between the 2-year and the 10-year represents the spread, and if the spread turns into negative, that is one of the best indicators for a recession, because investors seems the short end of the yield curve more risky, therefore demanding higher risk premium for their investment. Therefore the yields in the short end are increasing and the long end is decreasing, because they see that there's a recession coming, but the recession is going to be 1 or 2 years from now, but the long end is going to be fine. So they demanding higher yields, higher return, risk premium for the investment, and the yield curve inverts. And the difference between the 2 and the 10-year is the yield curve. And that's the best I can explain to you. But pretty much you can make an index or a spread out of anything if it has a price attached to it.
That's a great question, Gian, and a really good answer, Thomas. Thank you.
You're
How are you
welcome.
guys? I'm coming to Zoom after a very long time. How are you all?
Hello, Net. Welcome back.
Good. You made me think yesterday. Very hard.
About?
Israel, you were asking me difficult questions, so I got my brain roasted.
But, you know, it's better if I ask you difficult questions than you risking your money and losing money in it.
No. I'm not against it. I'm just saying that it was a good question. It made me think. And I always think to everybody, Israel is still around.
Of course, my man.
Yeah.
Oh, he left a long time ago.
Unfortunately, he's still here. No, I'm kidding. He is still here.
Man, you should always.
Yeah, you know, I was, you know, when I just logged into Zoom, I was listening to somebody who was talking about $2,000 making 150 per day, It is. I would say personally, I don't think it is advisable because if you risk more than 1%, it's too risky. So if the guy said 150 a week, yes, it is probably a reality. So yeah, my 2 cents.
Why are so many people difficulties with 8% in a month within a challenge? Then you have 30 days, so then 1 to 2% a day should be 20 to 25% a month.
Rahul,
possible, I think.
it is possible for if you're a sharp trader, but in a month I don't count Mondays and Fridays as really tradable. I would say 3 days a week, so 4 weeks is 12 days. So you technically have to do 8% in 12 days. So you're looking at almost 1% a day, and probably you might not have a setup on the other 4 days, sort of thing. So that's my take on it. But I know there are people who make who do like 20%, 25%. But personally, I don't think, unless you are a very experienced trader, it's going to be a very difficult challenge. So where are we today? I'm so confused today. I can't even read the charts. I've got shorts running. I've got longs running. somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Where are you guys all? Are you all long or short?
I'm 188.
Okay.
I have no positions. I closed them this morning and I didn't move them.
Yeah, look.
That I liked, so I didn't took any trades anymore.
Look, I have a short that has been running for a very long time, and I have another short which is like, I think last a few days old, 1651 or something like that. But today when I opened the chart in the morning, I just felt like hedging it. So I have a long hedge, which if it takes my stop loss, it's fine. But do you guys also have the same problem? You're confused with the charts, or is it just me?
No, I'll guide it a lot. I'm always confused. and I hedge a lot. I do a lot of hedging.
Okay. Is it positive hedging or negative hedging?
No, negative.
No. I'm talking about positive hedging.
No, I just hedge.
Guys, quick question, because I've seen one of the biggest mistake of fairly new traders or even experienced traders when they start hedging in forex trading or stocks trading and CFD trading. Let's categorize in CFD, but many of the people who reach out to me on Instagram and Telegram and YouTube and any other channels, the first thing they do is like, I tried to hedge my position, the losing position. I was like, oh my god. The first thing, and this is not as a bad thing, so I don't want to attack anyone, but the first thing everyone needs to understand to get the direction right. There's no question. Don't even, because it's a fancy term to use hedging, but hedgers is only for professionals. I only was introduced to hedging when I started working on a fixed income desk, because we had a massive portfolio of US corporate bonds. So when the yields were moving up and down and interest rate increase and blah blah blah, we had to hedge the position because we had investments for 3, 5, and 7 years. in the corporate bonds and government bonds, and we had to hedge every potential movement because the delta was just so aggressive, and so every move on the yield curve, on the for example the 5-year bonds, were derived from the price movement of the 5-year government bond. So if the government bond, the yield started to move, we had to hedge. If it was in a positive, we didn't have to do anything, but if we were expecting a opposite kind of movement, we had to hedge against it. Now that's real hedging, but on CFD market to hedge, I have to say, but that is one of the stupidest thing. Get the direction right, be happy with the profit. But if you start hedging, some people can do it, but I don't think that CFD market is for hedging. Many people struggling to get one direction right. Rant over, sorry.
There before, best thing to accept the loss and exit.
Yeah, I try not to hedge just now and then, and when I don't put stop loss, I hedge. So.
You know how I played is, let's say I've got a short which is running in profit, and let's say hypothetically it's in profit and it's running at 200, 300 pips. So I have got my targets in between. So when it gets to 1 hour, I actually make the trade what you call risk-free. So now whatever is left is just profit running down. But when it gets to a point, you will get obviously retracements, right? At that point, I actually hedge that position and go run opposite direction, and I close it either at a profit, the buys, or at zero loss. So
that's called stopping your retracement.
Sorry? Yeah.
You scalp the retracement.
In the meantime,
Yes.
ladies, sorry to interrupt, but we had the New York Stock Exchange open, and US 30 and Nasdaq did climb back a little bit while gold started dropping. GBP USD is still massaging the same price level as it was 30 minutes ago. So what do you think? Let's have a look on the futures market and discuss the hedging later, because that would confuse many people. So the first thing I want to do is look at the equity futures market to see which direction the futures are pointing, and it's quite mixed for the US. It's almost flat. It's at 0%, 0.2%, green and red. It doesn't say anything too much. Europe is again mixed as well, so forget the futures market. Now let's have a look on the technicals. Gold was an easy, nice, clean sell. It's still running in a juicy profit. Moving on to the Dow Jones on the right hand side of the screen, ladies and gentlemen, Dow Jones Industrial 30 is still running in a profit. Let's have a look on Nasdaq after we looked at Dirty 30. Oh, Nasdaq, I don't have that position drawn up to the chart, but moving back onto MetaTrader, let's have a look. Everything is in profit. Are you in profit?
Yeah, my sales are in profit.
Absolutely in profit.
Very good, my friends.
Not my buys.
Do you think that GBP USD trade is still valid?
It's still valid. It's running in only 9 pips of loss. In my opinion, that pump up earlier today was, just because Liz Truss made a resignation, but GU it's a bit tricky. We could see some more news coming out later today. Obviously, the Prime Minister just resigned, but I stick to my analysis and I think it's still valid. What do you think?
Yeah.
That's it? Just yeah?
Yeah, I'm still in it, to be honest. I was a bit,
What really concerns me is Nasdaq. So far, apart from GU, which is in negative 8 pips, everything is as in profit. Gold is definitely the winner for the day, even with that modest, 60 pips profit or 70 pips. Everything is in profit.
Thomas, you
gold.
need a PhD in gold.
PhD in gold. I like that. Where can I get that one?
Yeah, you need one. I'm gonna speak to the people in the Federal Reserve. Tell them, hey,
No, you need to go to the London Metal Exchange, LME.
LME.
Yeah.
Give this man an award.
I'm happy with just, a coupon for beer in Wetherspoons.
Ah, yes, very good. Whoever spins is the best.
Haz is asking, hi, what lot size do you recommend for $50 equity? The withdrawal button, definitely. But nothing over 0.0001.
Depending on your stop loss.
Ahmad, what the fuck?
Actually, better to use that $50 to buy a challenge. So it's better.
And then
Yeah,
lose
that's true.
It's raining tips.
Thomas, thank you for the explanation just now.
On the spreads. You're welcome.
Yeah. My mom was talking to me, that's why I didn't reply.
US stock market open.
Yep, like 7 minutes ago.
And things start moving nice way.
Oh, God. So Rayan Moazzam tried FTMO trial. He had 88 trades, 0 lose in 4 days. Wow, that's insane. And we have the home sales coming up soon. Is it home sales? Yeah, home sales coming up in 22 minutes. Now that is going to move the markets. So let's prepare for war, ladies and gentlemen.
Thomas, because of the rising interest rate on home sales, it'll more than do you predict it'll more than likely be lower, and so that will drop the price of gold?
I'm not an expert.
Drop the price of gold, but...
I'm not an expert on real estate as per se, but how about we start to analyze it? If interest rates are going up,
it's discouraging buyers.
Obviously, it's going to deter buyers from taking out mortgage, those who would buy houses for mortgage. And I don't know what's the percentage, how many people buys houses in the US on a mortgage versus cash.
It's really high right now.
Yeah,
I think it's like 6.
So would you say that more people would willing to take out higher or buy a house based on knowing that the recession is coming?
No,
interest rates are
people will
increasing.
be buying.
I think there's going to be a drop, but let's have a look on what's the forecast for the home sales.
I'm still just trying to figure out and try to interpret the fundamentals and how it applies or how it moves the market. I get some of it, but it's still just a learning process for me. So, and I don't expect you to give me a specific answer, but how your thought process works. I'd
Okay.
love to hear.
So that's why I ask you questions every single morning during the morning briefing, guys, about what's your opinion about, a hawkish communication from a bold guy who's working for the Fed, or what's your opinion about the recent beige book, overall economic activity summary, to use your brain, to start your deductive process. So if you look at the home sales, if
4.69 million. The forecast.
If the existing home sales is dropping, how is it going to, what does it translate to in terms of sentiment?
Less stimulation in the economy.
So
Less
the economy
money going to the banks, so the banks are, yeah.
No, don't go down that level. Let's scratch the surface of the onion, and we're going to go deeper and deeper, layer by layer. So if less homes are being sold in the United States, and I'm just thinking out loud, I'm not an expert in real estate, but if less homes are sold in the United States, that could mean to me, or signal to me, that more people are concerned about the raising interest rates, the raising mortgages, or the rising mortgages, and it could have an effect on the sentiment that people are actually not willing to spend money. And if businesses see that, okay, so maybe the home sales is dropping, the buyers and the consumers are more cautious, and remember that Netflix has dropped dramatically a few months ago because inflation started to go up, so the price is at high. So Netflix share price dropped because they lost millions of customers, because they cut immediately the discretionary luxury services subscriptions such as Netflix, which is only like $10 but is a luxury good. Now imagine that thought process bringing into the real estate industry. If businesses and companies and people start to see, oh, actually there's less home being sold, I need to stack up some money, I need to let some employees go, there's hardships is coming. So I think it's pretty bearish for the market, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for a response.
I mean, just here in the U.S., the sentiment is really bad. Like, a lot of people are just saying, wait till after 2023 or during 2023, because supposedly the market will present a lot of buying opportunities. But right now has been the worst time to buy in a very, very long time. So
in 14 years is the worst time to buy. And I have a comment on YouTube. Zander Buenwente says that higher than expected reading should be taken as positive, bullish for the USD, while lower than expected reading should be taken as negative, bearish for the USD. Now that's a very good copy and paste from the economic calendar, because if you click on it, you can see that the definition, the description is exactly copy pasted from investing.com. But the problem with this, that this is a very broad general description about how is it going to affect the dollar. You need to factor in the current interest rate environment, because a expansionary monetary policy environment doesn't have the same effect as when we are in a contracting environment, when the economy is in a recession or going into a recession, when the Fed is tightening the money supply. So it's, sorry to pick up that one comment, but that's a very, 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 very rookie beginner approach. So don't always trust what you see on the chart. Start to think differently, because if you go to NFP or if you go to CPI, the same chart, the same sentence is actually pasted into under CPI NFP, which is incorrect at the current interest rate environment. So you should, in my opinion, should use the same kind of deductive approach, logical deduction, as we did with my colleague, and just start thinking. That's where you live. If you think logically, okay, less houses are being sold, what does it mean to the economy? That meaning that the economy, it was overheated, but it's cooling down now. If less people spending money, that means that tough times are coming, especially, at this interest rate environment.
It'll reduce the overall GDP, obviously, if less people are, spending money and holding money, and jobs and everything like that are being reduced as well.
What is the number one? The US GDP, it's made up of different variables, composites. The US is not a manufacturing economy. It's service based, but still the US GDP is made up of 67% of consumption. So if our friends in the US are not consuming, not buying and selling, because they love to buy, things from abroad and internally, then the GDP is going to drop, meaning that there's going to be less activity in the overall gross domestic product, and in the business, the economic activity is going to slow down. So the next thing you have to do is just read the fucking beige book. Sorry for my French, but that clearly explains what can you expect. And I think it even talks about house prices, and it talks about everything: loan volumes, balance sheets, transportation. Everything is in there.
I'll read it after this. Isn't that also why? So, what type of economy did you say we are? We're a consumer, or what did you refer to it as?
What was that? Sorry.
What type of economy did you refer to us as, or the U.S. as?
What type of economy? Consumption based.
Not economy. Oh, okay. Just because I don't know. Just learning more about economics, because Germany is a production type.
It's the powerhouse of
economy.
Europe, yes.
Yeah, it's the reason why there's so much, like, I guess you'd say economic turmoil is because of the energy that we purchased, or that you guys purchased from Russia, and that supply has been tightened, and which has resulted in a lot of other losses and things like that. And yeah, so it's just interesting learning how the economy, or how different economies acquire or increase their GDP and things like that. I'm still just trying to learn it all.
Can you see the screen?
Mm-hmm.
Personal consumption expenditure 68% in the US.
Okay, good one.
That's the money, exchanging hands, whether it's manufacturing or services. But that what keeps the economy going, and it's not foreign direct investment. It's not stocks. It's people spending money. And moving back to the chart, unfortunately, US and Nasdaq is bumping back up, so it's quite an interesting. Definitely, we have 12 minutes until the existing home sales, so I think the market is definitely prepping up for that. So be careful, guys. Margio Shah is asking, how can we get a job in Morgan Stanley or other company as a trader? It's one of the hardest job to get. You need connections. You go to a headhunter. You need track record or motivation. If you're not young, well, if you're young, and for example, Andrew has high chances of getting a job as a trader because he is young, motivated, and can present passion for trading on a job interview. But for other people, you need track record and connections. And people, Fly by Capital, I assume it's a channel on YouTube that's about capital, is asking, you see the news about the Britain Prime Minister? Yes, brother, that was like an hour and 12 minutes ago. I think you're a little bit late. What did I miss? Okay,
Bye,
GB.
everyone.
Are you leaving, Gian?
Yeah,
Why?
shower and sleep.
Why is
Because I need
shower
to
and
get
sleep
up
is
early tomorrow.
why is shower and sleep more important than having a chat with me?
Because I
Have a
need
good
to
night.
travel to a very far place tomorrow.
Have a good night, Gian. Sleep well.
Alright, thank you.
Oh,
Thanks,
whoa,
everyone.
whoa. A news broke Bloomberg just now on my Bloomberg terminal that Boris Johnson is expected to stand in the UK leadership race. Wow, wow, wow. That's some interesting news.
Oh, how ironic, we were joking about it earlier. No, it's
It becomes
actually,
reality
yeah.
soon.
Tesla earnings 7.9% down.
What was that? The sterling.
Tesla earning stocks tremble 7.9 down.
Yeah, and some more bad news is coming because they cannot keep up the production as promised. They had production issues when they started about 7 years ago. No, more than 7, but 7 years ago when I traded Tesla stocks, they had production issues and they were burning cash. And the only thing that kept the company alive is a visionary leader such as Elon Musk. Question is the market and investors still have faith in Elon Musk, where BMW, Mercedes, Audi and all the big names have entered into the electric car industry? Can he make it again? We'll see.
Even General Motors.
Yeah, everyone is now creating battery-powered cars.
To be honest, I never liked his car. It looks so dull. It's like a PlayStation on wheels.
Yeah.
When you guys said about Elon Musk, my neighbor is actually his classmate in Pretoria, because he's from South Africa, Pretoria. So, yeah. So they chill when he's here in South Africa together.
Is that good or not?
I don't think so. Apparently he says that he's a nut character. I don't know him, but I'm just saying my
I can
neighbor.
believe that a little bit. He's not that smart also, because I saw something in the newspaper. He said, I paid too much for Twitter. How the heck you can be earn so much money if you are that dumb?
But personally, I don't see a future for Tesla cars because, like the same argument, if you have a reputed company like BMW or Mercedes-Benz or or Toyota or Volvo, if they're doing the same thing, why would I buy Tesla?
They already do the same thing.
Yeah. Hey guys, I see this bullish. I don't know why though.
It is bullish. Nas. It's pumping up.
It's
very
just
close to my stop loss, but 8 minutes until the existing home sales. So if it hits stop loss, I'm gonna stop trading because we had 3 extraordinary winning days, and today is just not good.
It is a very messy day.
I mean, how
By
did
the way, Apple now.
when I started the morning briefing today, what was the first thing I told you guys about all the news and everything that's happening today?
Everything is bearish.
No. I said be careful because today we have just way too many events and way too many news hit the market overnight. We had, first of all, earnings season, bang on the middle, October earnings season. Then we have, the drama around the UK. We had 2 FOMC voting members said 2 different things. One of them is dovish, the other one is hawkish. So the market is quite mixed today. That's why I said be careful. We had 3 winning days. Don't give back the profits to the market. And that said, we have 7 minutes until the existing home sales. Just quick update on the trades. So US 30 climbed back, massaging the entry point. Nasdaq is running in 50 pips of drawdown. Gold is still in profit but climbed back again. GBP USD now turning and most likely going to continue lower. Now we have 5 minutes until existing home sales. I'm going to leave the position as they are because I made the analysis, I made the stop losses in place, and now we just have to wait to see the market to decide.
By the way, Apple announced their new iPad devices yesterday, and they increased the price in the UK and other countries. So I went to the Chinese website and I realized they even increased the price in China, only for the iPads.
Because the higher input cost, I guess, the chips, the everything that goes into, The question is, do you think that households and people are going to buy these luxury goods now at high inflation?
I'm saying doing what you say a while ago.
Well,
yeah.
So just something, I don't know, like Apple, I mean, as a business has done really well with like loyal customers. So they do have a very specific group of customers that will continuously buy their new products regardless. And I think that's their idea of maybe increasing the prices because they're going to get their consistent Apple buyers to buy again, but they may not acquire new buyers, but it could be a way to offset lower amounts of sales. Just my thoughts.
That is very true, but then again, these are luxury goods. So from an economical point of view, if we're in a recession, the consumer starts to think, is it really necessary for me to purchase this? Is there anything wrong with my current phone? And if the answer is no, then there will be a decline in sales.
Who was the first company who issued a warning or, I don't know, a note to the suppliers to stop supplying more of the goods? Apple was the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They told the suppliers that the demand is dropping, so we're not going to need as many iPhones as we expected, so stop producing or reduce the output.
Would they increase that price of them to try to keep investors a little bit more interested as far as the returns? Because the sales will be lower, but if they up the price, it could offset a little bit.
I'm not sure what was the earnings per share, but it's a common tactic that, yes, to keep investors happy, they give some extra cash and then, you know, make them happy. We have 4 minutes until existing wholesales. 3 minutes.
Yeah, if it comes to 41.50 gold, I mean, sorry, 16.41.500, I'm going to short it again, which is probably unlikely, but still.
Anything is possible, brother.
Yeah, I've got that order sitting there from yesterday staring at me. But yeah, Marwan, okay, now is Marwan here in the group? Or because the last time I was in Zoom, he was around and he gave me a tip and I went checking it. I don't know whether he's here or not. Let me check. Marwan.
Yeah, I'm here. So
Yeah, no, I did check that FVG thing that you mentioned last time. Isn't it supply and demand?
I replied back to you. I don't remember.
No. I mean, you mentioned that in the Zoom meeting. So
What I mentioned again? Sorry.
You mentioned something. It's called FVG. So a good. You
Fair
said
value gap.
I should check it out, and I went and checked it out. I felt like it is supply and demand. So yeah, it's not. It was just letting you know that I did check it.
Okay. 1 more minute.
Come on, boy, take my order.
You doing the grocery shopping, Thomas?
Have I done grocery shopping today?
You just buying some Nutella there now?
Oh no, Gion asked me about spread. What's the spread? And I said Nutella is my favorite spread.
Very good.
That was a bit of a dad joke, but you know, it was. I couldn't miss it. And we have 30 seconds to go until existing home sales.
Boom.
And Brandon, look what I have in my drawer. My work.
Ah, Duo. It's like this, the Dutch Nutella.
Yes.
Nutella.
No, that's
Some
the
kind of-
two-colored. And we have
Good
7,
for her.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And existing home sales is out now with the new hourly candle. Let's see how the market is going to react. Existing home sales, where is that? Well, it's not too bad actually. Month on month is down, but the September one is in line with expectation, even a little bit higher. So let's see how the market is going to react to that. I'm still selling gold, selling stocks, and GBP USD, as you can see on the screen. Now the rest is up to the market because today is very uncertain. Hence, I only use tiny lot sizes. Nasdaq is climbing a little bit higher along with US 30. Could it be just a temporary pump, or is it going to continue higher? We'll see.
Once there's a small pump, then there's a big fall.
I hope that is going to be true.
Just wait for the 5-minute candle to close. I'm specifically looking at gold. It's currently at 34,800.
Be careful with lot sizes today. We had 3 winning days. I cannot emphasize enough. If you see the lot sizes I have, it's like 1/5 of what I usually risk on trades, and there's a very good reason for that. When I don't feel the market, when I look at it and I was like, I'm not too sure about this, then I don't trade at all, or I just use very small lots if I have 2 or 3 confirmations.
Okay, guys.
Ding, ding.
I'm heading to the airport, going for a week to Beirut. We'll
have a straight trip.
With you tomorrow.
Are we gonna get some postcards from Beirut?
Yeah, sure.
All right, see you, Marwan. Have a straight trip.
Enjoy your trip.
Have a
Thank
nice
you.
flight.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Beirut is in Lebanon, right? Am I right?
It's the capital.
Yeah, Lebanon, right?
Exactly. Doji on the one. Oh, this is not a doji.
Okay.
See you down.
Naz is about to hit my stop loss, so the first trading day of the week where Nasdaq is going against us. Let's see.
2 more minutes. 2 more minutes.
What?
2 minutes.
What?
2 more minutes to close the 5-minute candle. It is gold has broken 3 levels.
So, I'm out from Nez. I'm out from Nez, and I'm closing down US 30. That's more than enough excitement for the day. And I'm gonna lock in some pockets.
Was a 15-minute time frame.
US 30 is out now. Gold is still in play, but I'm gonna reduce the lot size. Today is a crap day, guys. I have to say, it wasn't as what I was expecting, but you know, we had so many different events on the market. If you have a look, we had Truss just resigned as a prime minister, so the UK is without a leader in the government. We have still the earnings season with very mixed signals from companies, from earnings. It's like 2 different words. Earnings are absolutely fantastic, but the earning calls and what the companies say are a little bit more gloomy. So that said, we had 3 amazing trades days this week. Tomorrow I'm going to be taking a day off, in the morning at least. I will see about the afternoon. But team, see you soon, and I hope you had a good week with me.
Thank you very much, sir.
We did.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Thomas.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you, Thomas.
Have a good evening, guys. See you later.
Thank you, Thomas. See you. Bye.
And wonderful people of YouTube, thank you so much for watching. So I still have the gold positions running. US stocks was a little bit tricky today because of the earnings season. It did go against my positions, but it's not a problem because we had 3 winning days. Now, if you would like to become an Alpha FX member to get daily analysis, to get daily morning briefings, to learn a few things about economics, I have some pre-recorded videos, and I also every single morning I talk about, you know, the macroeconomics, fundamentals, what's going to move the markets. I set up the whole strategy live for the members, 8 a.m. UK time every single morning, and I translate all the macroeconomics into viable trading strategies, into positions that you can trade. If you would like to join the community, there's a few membership left. I still have it frozen, so still free memberships available. Feel free to take it. I'm going to post the link into the YouTube chat right now. Take it. You have 50% discount. It's all yours. Make sure to use it. Don't look for too many entries today on the market. I see some comments. I've stopped trading for the week. We had 3 winning days. If you'd like to join the AlphaFX community, use the link and the discount in the chat under the video or next to, I don't know where it is. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you joined today as well. See you next week. This is the AlphaFX.
It's all about experience. It's to feel the adrenaline running through our veins. Like all the things we do that excite us. Whatever world we come from or live in, there are people that are born to succeed. They're called special, to hustle every day for an opportunity of a lifetime. Looking for the challenge to shape our future is something that's in our DNA. A privilege just available for a few. Traders, we see things differently, paying attention to every small detail that would maybe go unnoticed by the common eye. On or by the edge is our playground, with a constant strive for glory, seeking for a new tomorrow. Do you feel special? Take back control of your investments.